Hello and welcome to Find It. Well, I was going to bring Erin up separately, but I didn't. She's up here with me right now. So I want to invite you all to another Find It on this Wednesday evening. And I have Erin Allsop with me, CEO of Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and we have a lot to talk about. So don't turn the station because we're going to talk about what she has going on, how it benefits the community, how you can get involved, all the stuff. So, Erin, hello and welcome.
Hello, how are you, Debbie?
I'm great. It's so great to see you. And I am thrilled to be involved with the Big Brothers Big Sisters largest fundraiser and tell us when it is, where it is, and why we should be involved.
Absolutely. 12th annual Dance for Kids' Sake coming up in just under 3 weeks on October 14th. Starting with dinner at 5:30, show at 7. We are going to be at Ohio University Chillicothe's Shoemaker Center. So we're at a new place again this year, but it's the new old place, I guess. New to me. What else did you ask for?
So it is the Dance for Kids' Sake. It's on October 14th. Doors open at Ohio University, the Shoemaker Center at what time?
5:30.
And the event starts at
7 p.m.
7 p.m. I better know that because yours truly and Dan Ramey are the MCs.
That's right. You're important.
I better be there and on time. I will be there early.
Yeah,
but
be there early.
I love it. So let's tell everybody, this is a funny story, kind of. Now that it's in hindsight, it's a funny story. So you became CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters. What year was it, Erin?
In May of 2021.
Okay, but we had a little issue because COVID was still running rampant.
That's right.
And people didn't want to be at a big function indoors. So what did you do?
So we took it outside my first year. I had no experience whatsoever with Dance for Kids' Sake up to that point. When I was hired, everyone was like, you're late on getting this plan. So we scrambled to get everything planned. We had planned to be indoors. Then COVID ramped up again that fall. So we went outdoors at OUC the first year that I was president CEO. And honestly, it was extremely stressful, but it was a beautiful evening and
record-breaking numbers the first year, and then being outdoors, and it was the very top parking lot.
Yep.
And Ohio, this town is surrounded by rolling hills, and we had, you had the lighting and we had sound and we had the tables beautifully decorated and we were under the stars. Literally, it was a clear night, and the day before it had rained and it was super windy.
It was windy that night and cool, but
it was cool. And listen, we can't. It's Ohio. We're lucky
and it's October.
October. It's very unpredictable, but it was record breaking. It was a beautiful evening under the stars. But yeah, like she said, very stressful with it being, an event as it is, a gala of sorts, and being outside all dressed up. And it was a little chilly, but nothing a little wrap can't.
Exactly. It was a gorgeous evening.
Okay, so then we roll into the second year.
Yep. So second year, we were all planned to be at the Shoemaker Center again. We had to, not last minute, but midsummer, we had to switch our date, which resulted in the Shoemaker Center being booked. So we had to go to plan B or C or D. And we ended up in the Ross County Fairgrounds steer barn.
Giddy up. We did. Yep. But you know what? I was so impressed with you being able to shift gears and just saying, okay, because it was going to be indoors at the Shoemaker Center at Ohio University Chillicothe campus. And then it was booked. So then you were like, we need a venue that's large enough. To accommodate all of these people, because it's always well attended. And I mean, it's a show. You get it. It's like Dancing with the Stars for real. And
with local celebrities.
And so how amazing. So we're always well attended. So you were like, where can we go? And then I remember, okay, so this is truth serum Debbie right now.
Oh no.
I remember when you called me and you're like, well, we found a place that's large enough and there's plenty of parking. And I'm like, oh, great. I'm like, where? And you said the fairgrounds and the steer barn. And I remember thinking, Oh,
What's she thinking?
I was like, how's that going to go? And when I showed up and everyone was setting up the night before when we were doing rehearsal, and I walked in, who knew a steer barn could be so beautiful? Yes, we still had the dusty
We
bottom,
had the dust.
the dust, and that wasn't primo, but you made
Not
it work,
ideal.
and your team and everybody just, we had a great time. And it was still I mean, an excellent turnout. And you made more money?
It was another record-breaking night. So my staff, my board were fantastic and shifting gears, and we made it work. It was definitely the classiest steer barn, maybe
Oh,
in
let's
the
show a
history of the
picture,
world.
Erin. Okay, so this is Erin and her team. Um, there's all of, I'm in that one. But look at this. This is in the steer barn, you
You can
guys.
see the dirt floor.
You can see the dirt floor right there. And that was before I actually brought the red carpet, because we ended up
That's
putting a
right.
little red carpet down there. Later, there was a red carpet there. But yeah, so you can see it's Erin Allsop is extremely resourceful, and her team, and that you just saw them. And I want to say thank you to all of you for all
Mhm.
the work that you do for such a worthwhile organization and in the community. So with that, let's go right into, what is Big Brothers Big Sisters? What is
Awesome. So Big Brothers Big Sisters is a mentoring agency. We serve 5 counties in South Central Ohio: Ross, Pike, Pickaway, Fayette, and Highland counties. Altogether, we serve over 150 youth who are at risk of substance use, addiction, poverty, incarceration. And what we do is we connect them with a mentor who really can be all of the difference in their life. A mentor who has been screened and vetted to make sure that they are a good role model and can just help these youth break these cycles that they're living in. A lot of these kids don't have a positive adult influence in their life, so they just follow the same path that they're living. And they don't believe that they have the power to achieve their full potential and to break those cycles. So that's where we step in. We connect them with an adult who tells them they're worthwhile, that they do have potential, that they don't have to follow these same trends that they are seeing around them. So we do community-based mentoring, which is the traditional one-to-one with an adult and a child. We also do school-based mentoring this year. I don't know, Debbie, if you know this, but this year we are up to 9 schools that we are serving,
Ooh.
which is going to be over 150 matches, probably closer to 170 matches among those 9 schools. And with our school-based program, it's all supervised by my staff, and we connect high school mentors, these high schoolers who are the exemplary students, the role model students, with middle school or elementary school kids who are just kind of on that bubble. They're not the kids that have major diagnoses or major discipline problems, but the ones that really could benefit from having a high schooler there that they are looking up to, that they can follow in their footsteps to make the right choices and to become those exemplary high school students eventually.
That's great. And sometimes, couldn't it just be, if you have a child who, or if you're watching and you are a student, right, who
Yeah,
just feels like they need to gain more confidence and they may be
absolutely.
insecure, and to say, gosh, I may not have a big brother or a big sister biological to kind of like show me the ropes and be there for me. And it would be really nice to be able
Absolutely.
to have a great person who's mentoring me, that, because I always wanted to make sure people understand that it's not just for the kids. It's probably mostly beneficial for the kids who may not have that role model currently. But it's not just that. So if you see that a student or what is in the program, it just may mean that they want to nurture into even
Absolutely.
bettering themselves, and to have that, sometimes we need a crutch. I do. I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't know what I'd be without my family and my close friends. There are
Exactly.
times where you just need to have someone, and if it's someone you trust and they're mentoring you, that, what a great program this is. I just believe in it wholeheartedly. It's such a
Mhm.
worthwhile program. And so, when you say match, explain
Mhm.
to us what you mean by you find a match, and
Mhm.
what time investment is it for the adult?
So we work completely with volunteers. Our mentors are 100% volunteers. Nothing is there. There are no charges to be part of this program for the mentor or the mentee. And so the volunteer adults that come into the program, we interview them, we do background checks, we do reference checks, we do even social media checks now, just to make sure that they really are a positive role model, good influence. And we match them, we connect them with one child that we think will fit their personality. So we look for traits in common, interests, hobbies in common, so that it's easy to build a friendship. So I think we can all realize that we have mentors in our life, whether we call them a friend or an aunt or an uncle or a coach or a pastor or whatever the title is. It's a mentor. It's somebody who pours into us
Mm,
and shows us how to be better at what we're seeking to be better at. And so that's
mhm.
what we are asking these adults to do. We ask for very little. We do ask for a year commitment because a lot of our kids do have inconsistencies in their life. So we're looking to show them that someone is a constant, that somebody cares about them more than just for a month or a week, and that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. So we do ask for a year commitment. Um, Hopefully it will lead to more than a year. And we ask for around an average of an hour a week. So I know we're all busy. I'm trying to build into my life saying my life is full instead of my life is busy. And I know we all have full lives, but really an hour a week, I know I can look at my cell phone data and say I spend more time scrolling through social media than that a week that I really could use to invest in another person.
So that's good. That's good. I'm glad that you brought up like the phone too, because 1 hour a week to be in person. And then are you allowed to have communication with your match via phone calls or texting
Yeah.
as well?
Absolutely. Most of our matches end up getting together in person once or twice a month. So it's not usually on a weekly basis, but there is that constant interaction. As long as everyone in the match, the family, the child, and the mentor are all in agreement, we do allow them to connect on social media, on whichever platform, or by video call or by texting. We do allow that in through the program. And then my mentoring specialists that work in the office do follow up with the all of the parties, the parent guardian, the little and the big, the youth and the volunteer, throughout the year on a monthly basis, just to make sure everything is progressing in the right way. There are no safety concerns, that the goals that they have set at the beginning are being worked towards. So we have a match right now who they one of the things they identified for the little is that she really needed to build her self-confidence. So the big got her a journal, and they're working on daily affirmations, and the
Aw.
big is helping her write down every day something that she believes about herself, a positive thing that she believes about herself or that she wants to believe about herself. Because this is true. The more we say, hey, I look good today, the more we're going to believe it. And if I have that attitude, you're going to tell me the same thing because I kind of
Exude it.
exude that attitude. Exactly.
I love that. I love that. So it's really it's a huge investment for the child, but very little time investment for the adult, really, if you think about it. If
Absolutely.
especially when you're able to text and say, have a phone call just to, or it's fun. I still like snail mail. Like how
Sure.
cute, you know what I mean? To send your little a
Kind of
card
pen pal thing,
or
but close.
a note or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything that you're spending money on or whatever. But
Exactly.
I want to talk about, so this is what the program entails. There's a lot in the background, like what you guys do to keep this organization running and keep it chop chop and make sure everything is the way it should takes a lot of work. But as far as once the match is made for the adult and the little, it's really just a beautiful coming together, and it
Mhm.
doesn't I think I need to do it. Actually, I might make the
Ooh,
commitment this year. I
Casey
have a
Matt,
lot
did
going
you hear
on.
that?
have a lot going on, but I do want to do it, and I just want to make sure that I'm giving of myself like I know I want to. But
Absolutely.
with knowing that it's, I mean, if as long as we can call and text and then get together a couple times a month, I can swing it. So I really want to do that. I really feel like I'm involved with this. I've been involved with this. I've
Mhm.
wanted to do it. I think it's time. So I thought I'd let you know that on this show, Erin.
Hey, there's some accountability here.
There's some accountability, like, hey, if I'm gonna preach it, I'm gonna walk
But
it, talk it.
one thing I do like to tell my adult volunteers is that we're not asking you to do something extra and outside of your normal schedule. Um, if you work out, you can invite the little to come with you to work out. If you love to cook, you can invite the little to go get groceries and learn to cook a meal, which is a life skill that a lot of our kids aren't getting in their families. If you enjoy taking a walk with your dog on the flood wall, invite your little to go along. The things that you're already doing is just having a small companion with you.
I think that's amazing. I love it. And as I got older, I thought I should have had more kids. Well, this is the way I can. Okay, but be able to give them back.
There
You
you
know what I
go.
mean? Give them back. But I want to talk about this event. Okay, so this is what we're really here for. Yeah, we're talking about what this involves, but the big deal is to keep this program strong, and it takes funding to do the things that you guys do in order to provide all of these benefits to families all over. How many counties?
5.
5 counties in Ohio the children benefit from this program located in our city.
Yeah,
So all the surrounding counties basically
yeah.
benefit from this. And I love that it's well attended. I hope those of you who are watching the show plan to come. It's not too late.
It's not
It's
too
not
late.
too late to come. And I want you to explain on October 14th, that is a Saturday night, in town at Ohio University of Chillicothe. Inside, you don't have to worry about the weather.
Inside.
Inside, it'll be like a gala. Okay. So
Yes.
that means you dress up. Doesn't mean you have to wear a prom dress, people,
If you want to,
although
you
I
can
will
though.
be. But dress up. So how can they get, like, tables are still available, but like going quickly. And I think tell them how much they are, when they need to get it, and ideas surrounding the tables and what to wear.
Sure. Okay. So we are doing gala event this year. So we are back in the inside of Shoemaker Center. So we don't worry about weather at all. Debbie and I will be very dressed up. I would say we're saying gala. So I would say at least church attire or business dress attire. But we want everyone to be comfortable. I just like the excuse, I think Debbie does too, of
Yeah.
having an excuse to put on our little black dress or our sequins and fix our hair. So gala event again this year, we are asking that no children attend. Alcohol will be served. So because of the work that we do and everything, we want to keep this an adult only event. To buy a table to attend the event, you have to buy a table. Tables seat 8 people. They come with dinner included, and a table is $600. So if you can't swing $600, it's $75 per ticket, but that comes in a full table. So if I want to come, I look for 7 of my friends, and we join together, and I can say Erin Allsop's and friends, Erin Allsop and friends, and that would be the table. So Debbie, are you joining me?
I love that. I love that. So I was like, we were talking before the show, and I was like, well, it doesn't have to be, a lot of times it's a business that buys a table, and
Mhm.
then their staff comes and they enjoy a dinner and they enjoy the show and the fellowship and doing something for a great cause and having fun while you're at it. And so I was like, well, yeah, it could be just a group of friends, and they can
Yeah.
call the table like, here we
Last
are.
year we had a table called Rainbow Unicorns, and I think it was a group of 8 women, like 8 friends who came together, and they each pulled their money in, and one person paid the 600 and everyone paid her back, and they joined and had a great evening together.
Oh my gosh, maybe I'll get a table. It's called Merry Menopause. Everyone there has to be at least 45 or over. But anyway, yeah, so it could be fun to just do that. And then $75 to go, and that money is going going toward a great cause. You get dinner. Now, alcohol's extra. So tell us about what
Yes.
is going to be served and what's going to be available to purchase.
So one of our sponsors is Classic Brands, and they will be there with. They are providing all of the soda and pop soda,
Mhm.
water, and beer will be available for purchase. We also have Tara Gillum from Steiner's has ordered us bottles of wine, so we're selling wine by the bottle this year. I can't remember the brand, but she promised it was good, and I trust her judgment.
Yes,
So
me
we
too.
will have a white, a red, and a sweet option for wine. And so all of that is cash bar.
Yeah. So you just buy tickets or you pay,
Yes.
yeah, you buy
Yes.
tickets
You'll
and
buy
then you go.
tickets and then exchange your tickets for the drink of choice.
Yeah, so if you have a table of 8 people and you just it's almost like bottle service. You go get your bottle of
Absolutely.
wine and you all share
Yep.
in that too. So it's
Exactly. Exactly.
awesome. I love it. So, dressed up now, even though kids this year are not coming to the main event, you are allowing the night before rehearsal is going to be full go this year. So on
Rehearsal is full go, lights, camera, action,
action.
all of the costumes and everything. And we are letting our dancers, because a lot of our dancers have young children who want to see them. And I understand that. I have kids who want to see me in action too. So Friday night is kids' night. We will have an RSVP pizza party, and then we're going to have the kids vote. So there will be a fourth award this year, which will be Kids' Choice Award. And we're going to do penny war style on that.
Fun. Okay, so the good news about this is we always have rehearsal on Friday night anyway. But
Right.
this time it's going to be like they're really performing full
Get those jitters out.
costume. Yeah, get those jitters out. Let's do the full thing. Let the kids be there. Let it
Mhm,
be about them. There's no
mhm.
alcohol. It's just pizza and soda, water,
Yep,
and have fun doing that. And then the next night, it's really like a gala for adults only.
yep,
The party will be amazing
absolutely.
for a great cause. So once again, it's October 14th
Yep,
at the Shoemaker Center, which is basically the gymnasium that
exactly.
is Ohio University Chillicothe
Mhm.
campus. Plenty of parking,
Plenty of parking,
plenty of seating. I wanted to ask you,
accessible.
will the judges be up like higher again this year, or do you know how that's going to be set up?
I'm not sure yet. I've been talking with my production people. I don't know about that. However, I do have 3 fantastic judges lined up, so
Who
I'm
are
really
they?
excited. Our judges are Dre Day, which is a good friend of yours, I know,
Yes.
Wes Molbash,
Yay.
local, cartoonist,
Yes.
and Susan Metzger from Pickaway County.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, so great. Oh, good. We got some Pickwick County people
Yes.
in there. That's great. So, so the judges are awesome. That's amazing. And I'm really excited. I'm going to throw this picture up real fast of this is who's going this is who's going to be your co-host, host and co-host right here
The
emceeing
best
it.
of the best.
Dan Ramey and Debbie Bettendorf, myself, and we love doing that. And I'm super excited to announce that Mike Howler will be there too.
Yes. Yes, I
And
haven't even talked to him yet, but I'm so excited.
Mike Howler has 100% committed to being the auctioneer, which this is going to be like a little extra this year too.
Mhm.
So at
So
the end,
we've had some, like, roadblocks this year, which, planning an event, this happens. So at the end of the evening, we're going to have a couple live auction packages that are super secret right now. I'm not gonna give
yeah,
any
that's
details, but
fun.
they're going to be really great auction packages that you will not want to miss.
Awesome. And so Mike Howler is going to be the auctioneer.
Mhm.
So maybe I'll Vanna the items.
Yes,
And then
exactly.
Dan can, like, see who's bidding, and
You
Mike
can
can
just see the
do
eyes
his
looking out.
thing. Yeah, so that'll be fun, and I gotta say, this is funny for anyone listening or watching who has any have ever gone to the auctions that were always at Bishop Fleget. Mike Haller and I did those together on stage, and so I told him, I said, when I called him, I'm like, "Mike Haller, I'm ready for the Debbie and Mike reunion. Let's go."
Yes.
So it'll be a ton of fun with that as well. Now, let's talk about the dancers. We can't leave
Yes,
our entertainment out. So I'm going to put a picture of them and you can maybe name who they are. No pressure to remember
absolutely.
names. I'm
I
horrible at
got
that.
him, I got him.
You got it.
All right, so starting with a black and white picture on the top, that is Sydney Tackett. She is representing Kenworth Truck Company. And then there in the middle on the top is Macy Power and Brittany Walters. They are representing Epic and downtown Chillicothe. And then to the right, well, to my right, I guess, is Dr. Ashton Fields representing Adina Health System. And she is going to have a group of her colleagues dancing with her. I
Oh, wow.
believe there are 3 or 4 dancers with her. So that's going to be a small group. Down at the bottom, we have Brooke. Oh my goodness, her last name just left my head.
That's the same. That's how I get. It's like pressure when you put them up there.
It is.
Brooke, and who's with her?
And Ryan Milliken, they are representing Herrnstein.
Yeah,
Oh, Brooke, I'm so sorry.
that's all
Then
right,
in the
Brooke.
middle,
We'll do a show just around Brooke. Make it
then in the
happen.
middle on the bottom, we have Sally Dunn and Danielle Brown. They are representing the Floor BWXT down in
Oh,
Pike
wow.
County.
Yeah, Pike
And then
County.
we have Amy Beeler and Caitlin Brown representing the Pioneer Center.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. We've never done that before, have we?
No, I don't think so. I'm super, super excited about them joining us.
That's incredible. I love that. I'm super excited. So take a look. These are your dancers. These are
Brooke
who
Paul,
you
Brooke
can
Paul.
support. Brooke Paul. Look, she came through for you, Brooke. Brooke
I'm so
Paul.
sorry, Brooke.
That's okay. It happens. I mean, and
It was just
something
it was
about,
the stress.
and also something about being on camera and it being, it just sometimes things freeze up,
Clusters,
right?
yeah.
Yes. But so I want to talk a little bit more about how people can get involved, and if they decide, hey, I'm getting my girl group, or I'm getting my dudes, I'm gonna get my
Perfect.
bros, or couples, like couples saying, gosh, we haven't been together in so long. Let's buy a table. Let's have
Yeah.
a nice evening out for a good cause. Who do they contact and how do they pay?
Okay, so the easiest way to do this is to go to our website, www.bbbssco.org. That
Okay.
stands for Big Brothers Big Sisters South Central Ohio, if you're
That's a
checking it out.
mouthful. Yeah.
It is a mouthful. Click on events, click on Dance for Kids' Sake. On that page, you have each of the dancers that you just saw, you have their pictures. You can click on any of those and donate directly to their cause because they're all competing to be children's champions to raise the most money. Or there's also an agency page if you don't know any of the dancers or don't want to choose one of them. You can just go straight to the agency. All of the funds that are raised go to the same thing, and they all stay completely local to support our programming in the 5 counties. When you go to any of those pages to donate, if you click on them, there will be a donate button and there are different amounts that you can choose. The
Nice.
$600 amount is the table sponsor, and it's even labeled table sponsor. And then in comments, you can just say table sponsor for Debbie Bettendorf and friends, or Find It and friends.
Yeah.
Or you can choose your own amount. If you don't want to buy a table sponsorship, but you do want to donate to somebody's cause, you can choose any amount from $1 up to 10,000
Oh,
can
okay.
be donated. It's all tax deductible. You will get a receipt from our online service that will say everything. If you need more documentation, we can provide that from the agency. We are a 501c3, so everything is tax deductible. And we really appreciate your support. If that doesn't work, you can always call me or Emma at the agency, 740-773-2447, and we can process everything over the phone also.
Oh my gosh, that's such
A lot
good
of information.
information. A lot of information, but really good information, explained very well. Of course, you're very articulate. I want to say, I can attest to the receipts that you guys send for taxes. I've never had any issues with them. They're so well done, and
Good.
they're always very promptly sent. I love it. So, and it is, I don't know, just for me, as much money as I blow, I swear, when I do spend it on something of quality and value, it feels good. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, this is a
Uh,
good way. It's a good way to support something that you believe in, even if you don't think you have the time to do it right now.
yeah.
Support somebody else to be able to be a mentor, because right now we have 58 kids on our wait list. That means there are 58 youth enrolled in our programs who are waiting for a mentor. The mentor could be you or it could be somebody else, but it takes money to do the drug testing and to do the background search and to, pay my staff to do the interview and everything. So
Well, and also I've been there where you host the kids
And that's the more
Or
fun
in the
stuff.
program. I mean, yeah, you guys have no idea what all goes into this. And I've seen the back end of it, and I've seen the gatherings and the craft making and the things that you do independently of the match with whomever. Like, say, I have a little and I spend time. Well, you're still spending time with my little too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
And
that
that's
needs
super
to be known.
important.
That's important. I mean, the bath, that shower scrub you all made that time, I loved it.
Fun,
Like, it
right?
was so good. And also, if, like, just remember, if you can't do technology and you can't make your donation online and you have any trouble, just call Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio. Call their phone number. Someone always answers. If not, leave a message. They will get back with you and explain to you, or take your donation by check or cash or whatever.
Absolutely. Yep.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that anyone listening, it doesn't matter if you're in our local area or not. Okay. If you believe in this program and you want to make a donation, you too, even knowing that you're not going to be there or you're not in this local area, but you support me or you support Erin, or you've been involved yourself and benefited from this program as a youngster, or you're a big and you just want to spread the love, you also can go on the website, make a donation, or
Absolutely.
make a call and get involved. I would love to see some of my friends do that. I would
That would
be
be
so
fantastic.
appreciative. I believe in this program, and the youth is where it's at. They are our future. So if you
Absolutely.
want a good nursing home, you better take care of these kids.
If you want a good nurse someday.
A nurse too. Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to say is, if you buy a table and
Mhm.
you know that you can't come, please give your tickets or sell your tickets to someone who wants to be there. We want warm bodies in those seats cheering for these dancers who have put themselves out there and learned dances and stepped out of their comfort zone to do this for such a great cause. So if you're a big sponsor and you bought a bunch of tables, make sure your people are getting there. And if they
Yeah,
aren't, make sure you give the tickets to somebody who will. I always want to see a full crowd supporting
absolutely.
these people who've put everything out there for this.
Yeah, and it's important to know that our dancers, we call them local celebrities because they are, but they're not professional dancers. We do have Stacy and her team at Transition School of Dance teaching them these fantastic
Yes.
choreography and all of these dance moves. But they're people just like you and I, and they're putting themselves out there as volunteers and giving up their time in a busy schedule.
100%. I love it. So let's think. Have we told everybody who, where, what, why?
I think
Is there
so.
anything else you want to say to the crowd to let them know what's up? Have I forgotten to anything? I'm
I just
thinking.
encourage everyone. I mean, we all have full lives, but I encourage you to give up a little for a very fun night that goes
Yeah.
back to a really worthy cause. The Paint Valley Adam Board, United Way, Pickaway County Community Foundation are all great supporters of us, but it takes these local donations as well to
Mhm.
allow us to do what we're doing and to support the youth of our community. Like Debbie said, the youth are our future, and the youth that we're serving probably are going to stay in this community for the rest of their lives. And so we have the opportunity now to make sure that they're making a positive impact in the future on our community.
That's beautifully said. And I do have a little bit of chill bumps. I get those when I'm emotional. You know, when something really means something to me, and you said you're so well spoken, and it just, I can feel your passion, Erin, and I appreciate you so much. And so, Big Brothers Big Sisters, October 14th at the Ohio University
Come
of
support
Chillicothe.
Debbie too.
And so, yeah, and so, okay, so now before we wrap, one little thing that's going on with Debbie, I get to be with Dan Ramey and do the Dance for Kids Sake co-hosting, which I enjoy so much. But also this Sunday, October 1st, is my online grand opening for Studio 11 Style. I have a little logo. Okay. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, not up on TikTok yet. I got some work to do that. But I also have a website. So but the good news is, when I live stream my grand opening, and you'll be able to find me on my page on Find Your Fabulous Studio 11 Style. And I'll be live from 3 p.m. until 4 p.m. showing some of my favorite things right now. You can see them on me. You can see them on some other girls who are going to be doing some modeling. And you can then visualize it better. And I'll talk about the fit and all of the things. So I would love for you to join me on this Sunday from your home, from your phone, from your computer, and check it out. I'm really excited about it, and to see where this new business for me goes. I'm really excited, and I have a great feeling about it. So
I'm
October
super
1st.
excited for you too, Debbie. It's going to be
Thank you.
fantastic. So everybody pay attention to Debbie on Sunday.
Yay. Okay. So we have a lot of good stuff. And I got to say too, I feel so supported and loved by people. And I've had other people say, do you ever feel like there's any pushback or negativity around you? And maybe I just choose to ignore anything that's negative. I'm sure that there are some negativity, maybe, I don't know. But what I do feel more than anything is the love and support of the people in my life. And I'm blessed, and I have so much gratitude for this, that I know no matter what, it's going to be a success because I'm going to enjoy doing it. And I'm going to build a community of like minded women who build one another up and look good in the process. Right.
Fantastic.
So that's awesome. So remember, we're back to Big Brothers Big Sisters Dance for Kids' Sake, the largest fundraiser of the year. Please get involved and let us know. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me too. I'm fine with that. If I don't have the answers, I'll get them. I know the CEO, the president CEO, Erin Allsop. Thank you so much, Erin. I adore
Thank
you.
you.
I respect you. And I can't wait for us to have another great
It's
night
going to be
together and
fantastic.
make another memory. So
Thank you so
and
much,
with,
Debbie. Love you.
I love you more. So with that, y'all, have a great evening. And I will see you again Wednesday next week. Don't forget to find it. Bye.